What's up, YouTubers? We're not going to talk about jams and jellies today. Thankfully, right? We're talking about guns. We're never going to talk about jams and jellies on here, don't worry. Yeah, so I finally got out to the range yesterday, shot up some lead, shot quite a bit actually. I think I mentioned in my last video when I got this Polish P64, it came with 1,200 rounds of ammo. So awesome deal, and I was able to use like half of it yesterday, so that was awesome. I don't think I've ever shot so much in one day before, so that was nice. You know, I'm on a budget like most of you are, so it's kind of rare that you can get your hands on that much ammo at a time. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to let you know how the shooting went yesterday. Two of these I got to shoot for the first time. They were pretty new to me, so I hadn't shot them yet. The P64 and this Taurus 709 Slim. I just got this Taurus 2 days ago from a guy on Arms List, and you know, I just want to mention something real quick. This is pretty unsettling. This guy told me that it was brand new, never been fired, and you know, I checked, and there's no evidence that this thing's been fired. Perfect condition. I couldn't find any residue anywhere, so it was truly brand new. But his wife had been carrying this thing for 2 months. They bought it from Academy Sports, brand new, and she's been carrying this thing but has never shot it. And guys, that's just ridiculous. Like, please never carry a gun that you've never shot before. Honestly, I had to contain myself snapping at this guy, because that's just, I really don't like that, you know. I want everyone and their mother to carry a concealed firearm, but I don't want someone who doesn't know what they're doing carrying a concealed firearm. So please get out there and shoot, you know. I know it's hard sometimes, but just do it before you start carrying, because it's worth it. You can't save your own life if you don't know how to use it. So anyway, there's my little rant. Yeah, I was kind of skeptical getting a Taurus, but got a good deal on it. And you know, I live in Florida, and summertime's coming. It is hot here. I mean, you can't wear anything but shorts and a t-shirt. So you know, carrying these somewhat heavier all steel guns, sometimes, you know, it's a little more discomforting, but we'll see how this goes. Single stack 7-round magazine, 9mm Luger. All of these are 9x18mm, of course. Yeah, you know, I was actually kind of pleased with this thing. I only got to put about 100 rounds through it, but 0 malfunctions. The sights were a little off. I'm going to have to adjust them. I was consistently shooting pretty far left and too low. But the rear sight is adjustable with a flathead screwdriver for windage and elevation, so that shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully with more practice I can turn this thing into a decent little carry option. I will say I do like the idea of carrying all steel. I just like it. You know, everyone has his own preferences, but my normal carry gun is my commercial Makarov here. I also have an East German Makarov. The commercial one is a lot more worn, but that's why I carry it, you know. I mean, as far as functionality, it's in perfect shape, and the finish is just worn. That's it. It's fantastic. The thing I love about Makarovs, and actually all 4 of these here, they just work, you know. It's a proven design. People have been using them for decades, and it's all steel. They're just made to live in the mud, and that's what I like. I've fired just about every type of ammo that you can get for these, and I haven't had one malfunction. You know, they just work, and I like that. It's comforting to know that if I have to draw my firearm and pull the trigger, it's gonna shoot no matter what. So that's that. I don't really carry my East German one just because it's so nice. That might sound kind of silly. I do shoot it. I don't have any guns that I don't shoot, but I don't carry this one just because I want to keep the finish as nice as it is. I don't know how well you can see it, but other than the fingerprints I just put on it, this thing is just about perfect. Has a little bit of muzzle wear. Anyway, that's that. The other two I have here, the P64, which I mentioned already, and the P83. The P83 succeeded the P64 as far as I know. That's what I've read anyway and heard on YouTube and whatnot. The P83, I've shot it a little bit before. The first time I shot it though, the extractor fell out, and I actually had to, I couldn't find it, so I had to order a new extractor, spring, and a pin. I put that in, and yesterday I got to test it out, make sure it functioned well, and it did. No problems there. I love the P83. This thing is just as accurate, or I shoot it just as accurately. I don't really like saying pistols are accurate or not. I feel like it mostly comes down to the shooter. But anyway, I shoot this thing just as accurately as I do the Makarovs. And it has the same capacity, you know, 8 rounds. There are some other differences. This has a loaded chamber indicator. Right here, trigger's a little different. You know, it's made out of welded sheet metal, more or less. Takedown is similar, although the trigger guard doesn't come down. It's, you know, has this little thing here. Other than that, fixed barrel, you know, same story there. I don't really like the ergonomics as much as I do as the Makarov. The P83 feels a little awkward in my hand, but you know, it's actually still better than the P64. That's my only complaint about the P64. It's kind of, I feel like because of the grip, it's kind of snappy and it hurts your hand after a while. I put about maybe 80-90 rounds through it yesterday, and very accurate. Oh my goodness, I performed just as well with this as I did with the Makarovs and the P83. So fantastic there. But yeah, you know, hard plastic grips, kind of awkward edges. I might try to see if there's some alternatives there for grips. I haven't even checked yet, but you know, you have a little pinky extension on the magazine, so that's nice. You can get your whole hand on it. And I have installed the Wolf spring kit in the P64 to, you know, reduce that horrendous double action trigger pull, and it helped a lot. You know, I don't have a gauge to measure the trigger pulls, but just to guess, I would say it reduced it by like 30-40%. And you know, it's still heavy compared to others, but not bad. Single action, of course, is fantastic, very accurate, and I am very satisfied with this gun. That is about it. I can't think of anything else to mention. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. You know, I've said before, this isn't a review channel. I just like to share new acquisitions, talk about the stuff that we love, and that's really all I'm looking for on YouTube. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks a lot.